Okay, so first of a beautiful new year, amazingly great weather, and I'm going to be productive. So this right here is my mom's 2007 Ford Escape Hybrid. I've been working on it for a while. I've done some work to it, you know, as you can guess. And I'm finally going to install her birthday present, which came back in November, which is this guy. Now this right here is going to be a brush guard for the Escape. I'm kind of surprised it came in such a small box, but I'm going to guess that there's going to be quite a bit of assembling to do. So let's get this thing together and pop it on here. I still gotta paint the sides too with the truck red liner, make it look all nice and new. Put some more bolts in since I'm pretty sure those are missing there. Get some these are the side pieces right here. Main bit, that's gonna have all the bracket screws and instructions in. Oh, there's a lot of bolts on this. Okay, so judging by the bracketry and the actual installed instruction paper, judging by the instruction paper, the actual installation of the brackets that hold down or hold this brush guard onto the Escape is going to be the hardest part. So it's going to be the part I'm going to do first. Now, logically speaking, I'm not going to tighten all these bolts down all the way until I have the whole thing installed, just in case I need to do any final alignment. So, car's up on jacks. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find these two, this main bracket and this little washer thing with the bolts that go through it, and attach those to tie downs. Now the tie downs are going to be these 2 points right here and right over there on that side. The scary thing on this car is they look a little bent, so we'll see how that goes. So let's see, here we got main bracket number 1 and main bracket number 2. This will go right here, and that little this little round piece will bolt into here. So what I'm going to do is take the sample right here, and let's get this party started. I don't think this installation will take too long. I probably shouldn't have just said that, because now it's probably going to take like 6 years. So let's see, got through here. Here, like that. Now for another bolt going through there on the bottom. So now that one side is on, we'll do the other side in reverse order. I still have the ability to move it up and down and adjust it. Okay, so now those two little brackets on, you can tell the one on that side is quite a bit more inward, so this car definitely has been tweaked a bit in the front end. It shouldn't be too bad. Now I'm going to take this little guy out of its little foam wrapping, see if I can mount it up there, and continue adjusting from there. Okay, so now let's try lining this thing up and popping it on there. Okay, full disclosure, putting this thing on was really difficult. There was a lot of pushing, pulling. My mom had to come out and push from that side while I used the tire iron to force it in that way. It was quite a bit of work, but it's starting to get there. And it doesn't look too crooked. I'm definitely going to get this thing on the ground and bolt all the other pieces up before I do any final adjustments down there, but it's getting there. So, there's 6 bolts that hold the actual dash bar onto the main bracket right there. I'm going to need to take that off, put the lock washer on there. But yeah, way easier installation than I thought so far. I'm kind of surprised nothing hasn't gone even more wrong. So, slight problem. I went inside to go pee and half the instructions just flew away in the wind. So now, I'm going to be guessing and checking. But from what I can remember, these two brackets were next to go on. So from what I can tell, or remember, they bolt on just like this, and there's a hole underneath the bumper that they bolt into. Now again, this bumper is not completely secured, so I'm going to be moving some stuff around. But they bolt into these bracket plates, these welded nuts, if you will, that go into the bumper guard, from what I understand, or vaguely remember. So, let's try that real quick. So what I'm going to do is bolt this into the bumper first, and then align the bumper, or the brush guard, enough to bolt it in the way. So me saying, oh, this is supposed to be harder, this is supposed to be harder, or it's so easy, definitely jinxed the shit out of this. So the instructions flew away, and from what I've seen on some of the forums, the bracket they said may have been the wrong bracket. So I'm going to have to end up cutting the bumper a little bit just so it'll bolt in smoothly with the hole that's in here. No big deal, but I need to wait for the tool to charge. While that tool is charging, I'm going to put the little headlight guards on. And then the last thing to do after that will be to bolt in the brackets and tighten these guys up, and it should be done, hopefully. I'm going to stop saying that. Okay, so while I'm waiting for my oscillating tool to charge so I can cut the bumper and install the bracket properly, I'm going to install these little headlight covers right here. These are going to go down just like that. Okay, so both headlight guards are now on, and it's still kind of obvious that I haven't done any final adjustments on it yet. I'm waiting for that little oscillating cutter thing to charge, so I can just take out a little nick here, a little nick here, a little nick there, and a bit there, so I can put these two brackets in. And at that point, once those two brackets are in, I'll do my final adjustments on everything and bolt it all down real tight. Honestly, even though it's not on all the way, it looks kind of sick. Hopefully it should protect this thing from future damages too. I might install some big round LED fog lights on here in the future, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, now it's time to install these brackets. This little guy is fully charged. So let's get started. Okay, so I had to come to a place with better lighting because it got pretty dark. But the install is done. It came out looking pretty nice. The only thing is, I broke a little clip on here, so I need to replace the bolt for that to sit right. Now, the install itself actually went very smoothly, except for the two things I'm about to point out. That's this bracket right here, and that bracket. Those two pieces were the single hardest, most annoying part of the whole install. I had to cut the bumper for it to actually properly bolt onto the car, and just getting them to go in was really hard. So I didn't use the bolts that I thought we were supposed to get, and I have a feeling they sent the wrong one for this car. It should have like started there, bent down, and then came back up. It did not do that, but once I cut it, it worked out pretty well. Overall, install, not too bad. Definitely a one-day job. Changes the whole look of the car. Well, not really. Well, it does change the whole look. It looks a lot beefier, almost like it's supposed to be a cop car, but it still looks like a mom Ford Escape. Everything blends in quite well with the black bumper and all that stuff. I kind of want to find the Escape Adventure, the Adventure trim roof rack that says Escape on the front of it, and then paint the rest of the black plastic cladding black, because over the years it's turned to gray. Other than that, I say it's a win. If you like this video, hit like. I have quite a few mods I want to do with this one, namely install some nice big LED driving lights on there. And I will say one thing. It is not the same on both sides. It's a little off because of the wreck. But overall, can't really tell just how off it is. It looks really close. It's maybe like an eighth of an inch or a quarter inch off. But you would never really notice it unless you're looking directly at it. And actually, you don't even really notice it when you're looking directly at it. Yeah, you can see just how off it is, a tiny, tiny bit. Other than that, yeah, hope you like this video. Have a good one, guys.